What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the NHL 07 Dynasty Mode series here on After the Storm. We are coming off I keep looking over here because that's where my screen is for this. However, if anybody's ever confused by that, that's what's going on. We are coming off back-to-back losses in our last two games as we took on Detroit and New York. And Biron was in the net for that second one. Not a good game overall. Actually, I thought he played okay. The Detroit game is really good. Really good overtime loss. But we kind of have to regroup ourselves here against Philly. And we got another matchup against Carolina, who's recovered a little bit. Boston's a good team. Montreal, a good team at this time. Islanders not so much, Atlanta not so much. So we do get to end this month on with a couple of easy matchups. Again, we don't want to go into any sort of really want to go into any game thinking it's a complete layup. Even though Atlanta's been struggling. So just a little preview, a little snapshot of the rest of the month here, opening month of the season. But here we have a matchup against Philadelphia. Again, at this time, Philly was in the playoffs, but not after 03-04, I should say, when they went to the conference finals against Tampa, they were kind of like in and out. They would never really get into a deep run. Not really until they brought Briere on board. Richards grew into being the captain. Carter grew into a more complete second line center for that team, and the emergence of Gagne and stuff. There's a lot of weapons on this Flyers team still. They're just not exactly where they are when they make a run in 2010 and become a better team in 2011 to 2012-ish, 2013, maybe before they start trailing off. But they're on their way there, so this isn't going to be an easy game by any stretch. Jumping right into our matchup here, 2.8 goals for the Flyers through the first handful of games here, 3 against. Again, they're 2-2-1, I believe. For us, 5 goals for, 4.2 against. That's something we really want to get changed. We're not going to worry about those special teams numbers. Overall, we do have the advantage. Philly is 86s across the board. We are 87s except for our defense. That's a little bit better at an 88. In our goaltending matchup, Esch is in the net for Philadelphia and has 2 3-stars, which is kind of crazy, all things considered, because Miller is a higher rated goaltender right now and doesn't have any 3-stars, but he has been obviously our number one throughout the beginning portion of this season. And obviously the guy we're going to go to consistently down the course of the season. Again, I don't see us moving off from Miller unless we are realizing that this, 4 goals against per game is going to stay with us. I just don't see it happening, but we'll keep an eye on that. I highly doubt we're going for a goaltender. Biron might be a trade piece down the stretch toward the trade deadline. But again, I'm not even sure exactly what we are going to need at this point with this team. It's very good. I think we kind of just have to let it ride. And jumping to the team reports here, Philly coming off a 4-2 loss to the New Jersey Devils in the last game goals for, goals against, very similar statistics. They've played 1 extra game on the road. They are playing on the road here, I believe, against us here. Gagne, I'm remembering this now from our last recording. Gagne's sore ankle. He will be out. So again, another opportunity for us to get 2 points with a team that's now a little bit banged up. But again, even then, they've got Peter Forsberg, Keith Primo. That is an interesting name for that. Neil Tasman. What a weird name. Anyway. We got to take advantage of a team that's got a guy out of their lineup in Simon Gagne. But again, I say that, and we just got dunked on by Peter Pruka, who's like a 4th-line guy in New York. So it's tough to know how much benefit this will actually give us. Anyways, guys, let's not wait around any longer. Let's go ahead and get into the matchup. Game number 6 of the season here against the Philadelphia Flyers at home. HSBC Arena. Buffalo, New York. Site of a early season tilt between the Flyers and the Sabres. Danny Briere, aspiring free agent. Peter Forsberg, a cap casualty in Colorado, ends up on the team, the franchise, I should say, that drafted him before moving in for Eric Lindros years ago. Here we go. We are ready to drop the puck here. Opening faceoff goes to the Flyers and Forsberg. Buffalo turning it back the other way quickly, though. Afinogenov sheds that check. Pitkanen, though, will get it and ice it. Back goes Brian Campbell as the lines have been shifted a little for this Buffalo squad. Top line remains intact. The D pairings have shuffled a little bit. And the forward group continues to shuffle, no more so than Derek Roy being on this second forward group. And he hits the post right off a snapshot in the slot and regains the puck. Connolly, another one who's moved his way up this lineup. Good chances there from that second line. Here comes Forsberg, though. He's got a step. Forsberg in. Miller's got that stick ready, and Numanen was right behind Forsberg. As Dumont back towards the goal, and it's going to be turned over as Yanni Pitkanen's there. Keith Primo, the captain, quickly turned over, and the Sabres had a 2-on-2 going back the other way. Roy, Dumont, shot blocked by Knuble. And big Darian Hatcher there. He played it off the boards. Won't go for icing. Kalinin back. Scored the last game against the Rangers. Derek Roy back in. Hooked, no call. Pitkanen works it up to Forsberg. Forsberg there. Off a shin pad in front. Kalinin going to dump it all the way down. Nearly went for icing, but Derek Roy there. Back in front, Dumont, as this second line still remains out, generating another chance as this newly put together second line. Nedved shot, sharp angle, easy for Miller to handle. Derek Roy. Back Dumont. Interrupted there, Desjardins off the glass. Peter Nedved. Nedved there. Down low, finds Dimitrakos, coming back up, backhander on. That's saved by Miller. And Kubina just going to lift that one down the ice. And that one will go for icing. Take a look at the save by Robert Esch. And Jeff Carter on the draw against Derek Roy, getting caught out there on the icing. Roy with a Afinogenov on his wing. He's still got the puck. Derek Roy looking for an outlet now. He finds a Afinogenov, the backhander on. Heavy, but stopped by Esch. Sami Kapanen. Centered in front. Broken up by Miller, and Afinogenov looks back the other way. Briere shot. Doing this excellent snapshot, quick kind of clapper. Low against these goaltenders, and he's had success early in the season. 12 minutes to go here in the first. Kapanen finds Freddie Meyer. Shot blocked. That was Michael Hanzus. Vanek back the other way. Afinogenov, Briere. Afinogenov backhander on. That one might have hit the side of the net. Kubina breaking up that pass intended for Sami Kapanen. And here comes his first line back the other way. Afinogenov below the goal. Back in front. There's Briere, rather. Briere, a big shot. Another big save for Esch early in this first period as he's been lights out. Carter. Kapanen. Back they come. Here's Kapanen. Great move in front. Oh, two chances on the backhand, and both are turned away by Ryan Miller. Hanzus again. Shot. Blocked. Here comes Danny Briere back the other way. Kubina misses that pass intended for Afinogenov. Goes into the corner, and Pitkanen is the one who's going to retrieve. Kapanen shot. Hits the post. And gets past Ryan Miller, and we open the scoring. The Sami Kapanen blast. Sure, Miller would like that one back, but that is just a well-placed shot. Jury. Jury there. Dropping to the third line. Chris Jury, as he hasn't had the terrific start to the season that they are accustomed to him having. But this lineup so deep as Kodali gets the shot away, and Janssen's going to ice that puck. The race there. Lidman will get there first. Dimitrako's shot there. Roy winning that faceoff. Shot off the post. Connolly backhander scores. An innocent looking play. Ends up in the back of the net. As Tim Connolly continues his start to this season with another goal. He's been clutch when he has been called upon and moving up to the second line now. As we have an even game here. The late stages of the first. Here comes Derek Roy back again. Excellent with this puck so far. He comes in front, spin move. No shot there, but finds Connolly right from where he just scored. Can't get the shot away there. Mike Richards, backhander on, looking 5-hole on Miller there, and he tightens that one up, make sure it doesn't go past. Connolly, Dumont, Derek Roy, that one comes over the line and back offside, stopping the play as we take a look at these lines changed up. Derek Roy and Connolly moving up, Hesht and Drury moving down. In addition to the D pairings, Brian Campbell getting up to the top unit, replacing Tony Lidman. Lidman dropping down to the third pair as well for a couple of rough games. But that is, according to head coach Lindy Ruff, more about the outstanding play of Dmitry Kalinin early in this season. Kodalik, Hesh shot, hit a body in front before picking it and grabbed it. Back come the Flyers. Primo. Hatcher at the point, picking in. Hatcher playing D to D. There's Forsberg trying to look for a shot. He'll get it, but it's blocked. Back into the corner. Primo, Knubel, backhander on. Big save. Lidman turns and blindly fired that one up the ice. Jochen Hesht. Hit by Hatcher. Kodalik. Kodalik shot. Pad stopped by Esch. That one off the glass, and Primo collects it before finding Forsberg. Peter Forsberg back. Hook there off the side of the net. Thought that might have been the water bottle popping off on the Knubel backhander, but just off the side of the net. Turned over by Chris Jury. Forsberg finds Primo. Back in front. Oh, good give and go play there. As Jury's got a breakaway. Jury shot, scores! And the alternate captain breaks his cold streak with a rip over the glove late in the first of Robert Esch. What a shot on the breakaway. A 2-1 Buffalo lead. Nedved and Briere off the draw now. Briere's going to bring it away, the captain of this Sabre squad. Dimitrakos bringing it back in just by himself against Campbell. Here's Nedved, shot low, might have hit the side of the net. Campbell and Nedved battling back and forth as we hit the final minute of the first. Turned over, Nedved shot. Into the corner it goes, and Richards back in front, Nedved again. Big saves by Miller here late to end the period. Vanek, Finneganov looking for Briere. Richards making sure he gets the line on side. Back in front, Nedved, chance, but Brian Campbell, a good stick there to make sure this period ends 2-1. The go-ahead goal right there from Chris Jury. The Sabres respond after a tough loss against the New York Rangers with a solid first period. Back with more from Buffalo. Shots 11-9 in favor of the Sabres in that opening stanza. Top lines will continue to match up. Briere winning that draw, coming in. Him and Pikkinen meet, but Briere's going to retain the puck in the corner. Still battling there, but Pikkinen. Oh, turned over. Back in front. Afinogenov, a big save by Esch off a bad turnover from Yanni Pikkinen. Forsberg. Forsberg shot scores. What a rip. Peter Forsberg. Miller just a little shocked at that one, upset with himself. But that is just a heavy wrister. Right on net. Here's Derek Roy right back off the draw. He's been excellent on the draws so far in this game. Dimitrakos bringing it back for the Flyers. Below the goal line, him and Numanen. Numanen's going to win that battle. Good board play. Body positioning. Here's Dumont. Tried a spinorama, lost the puck momentarily. It is kept. Roy's shot blocked by the defensive Peter Nedved there. Richards shot. That one from a ways out. Miller bobbled it, but dives on it to get the whistle. Briere and Forsberg on the draw. Briere winning it. He'll start it up. Briere a step. Oh, and picking in an excellent stick there. Kubina finds Briere across the ice, but it's picked off by Hatcher. Turned back. Turned back is Vanek. Heavy shot there from Briere over the net. Retrieved by the Flyers. Primo and Knubel. Knubel, nice move, shot on, big save. Miller, he'll play it out. Comes Briere again, one-on-one with Pikkinen. Finds Afinogenov, but that one off the stick of Darian Hatcher. And up into the netting as we get another look at Peter Forsberg's 6th of the season. First few minutes have gone by in this second period. Flyers have tied it. 2-2 the score. Backhander on. Miller. Is it out to Numanen? Polinen. Derek Roy. Connolly already got one in the game. Nedved Richards. Polinen gets around him, but a sharp angle shot easily handled by Miller. The Sabres will start back up. Here's Derek Roy. Back into Numanen at the point. Dumont. Connolly wide of the net. Numanen, and that one comes over the line as Numanen raced to get that one. Top line's matchup again. Forsberg. The puck on a string almost, and Kubina finally breaking that one up. Afinogenov against Hatcher. Pressure causing some issues for Buffalo in the zone. Here's Briere. Big Flyers team. Here's Briere. Through. Vanek shot. Scores! Vanek celebrating like he got it. Might have been Briere. I think it was Vanek. It came off his stick last. The Sabres taking a 3-2 lead here as the top line strikes. Thomas Vanek. This has seemed to have awoken the crowd here in Buffalo a little bit. Back on the Flyers. 12 minutes to go here. Offside. So that one is capping. It was just over the line a little early. Roy going to beat Nedved again on the faceoff. He's been perfect so far tonight. Derek Roy, below the goal line, finds Numanen. Roy back in front. Connolly, he's bumped before he can get the shot away. Lost the puck to Kenny Janssen. Mike Richards. Down low. Richards, great move out in front, but Miller stands tall. Derek Roy's got a step now. Roy in. Shot, tried to go 5-hole. Esch standing tall as the goalies trade big saves. Nedved. Spins around. Dimitrakos way wide. Managed to get the shot off. Richards shot blocked by Connolly. Here's Derek Roy. Derek Roy's shot blocked by Richards. Fans letting their team know it. Dimitrako's shot. Nedved scores. And the goal trading continues as Nedved rips that one past Miller. We've got a 3-3 game here midway through the second.
Philadelphia goal scored by number 93, Peter Nedved, assisted by number...
Forsberg off that draw, working against Kubina, but Kubina's size will allow him to keep that from being anything. And there's Vanek. There's another rip by Thomas Vanek. (4-3) as the goals continue to be exchanged between these teams. Jury off the draw, knocked to the ice by Rathje. Spot check brings it over the line, just offside. Jury off the draw, and a penalty upcoming. As Hanzus must have been in the back. Off the face-off here with Jochen Hecht, them jostling back and forth. So Sabres retake their 1-goal lead, 4-3 the score. With 8 minutes to go in the second period, they have an opportunity to stretch it to 2 as Briere tried a shot right off the draw. Perry and Hatcher now below the goal line. Just lifted off the glass and down. That one offside as Briere brought it in. It was ahead of the play. Hecht winning the draw. Second unit out there. Hecht hit the side of the goal, and Esch tried to bring that one out. And Connolly in front. Big save by Esch there. There's a bit of a shootout here. Back down it goes halfway through the man advantage. Buffalo looking to generate something here. Dumont picked off, and Rathje back down the ice it goes. Newman and Forsberg tied up there. Newman gets it up to Connolly. Connolly, Hecht, Dumont, backhander on. Big save, Esch. Right to the corner, and Forsberg will place it back down to the Buffalo end. 20 seconds remain. Esch picked off. Desjardins right on net to Miller. Played out. As a cold power play unit for Buffalo continues to struggle. Penalty now expired. Hanzus back out on the ice after the high sticking call. Vanek scored the 4-3 marker. Tried a couple moves, but lost the puck. Robitaille. Randy Robitaille there. Primo shot, blocker save. Vanek. Fans wanting a call, nothing coming. Final 2 minutes of the second period here. Hanzus finds Robitaille, shot. Added away by Miller as things seem to have calmed down after that power play. And another penalty upcoming. Campbell, Vanek. At the point, Campbell, Jury. Campbell shot, scores! Thomas Vanek as the Hats start raining onto the ice. As he came across, what a tip, what a redirection. Put his forehand loosely behind him. And Vanek hat-trick marker, 5-3. Buffalo leads. A huge marker late in the period. Spot check is going to chase down his own dump in. Pie shot. Oh my goodness. Esch right there with the glove. Because that could have spelled disaster. Here comes Mike Richards. Back in front, Nedved shot. And that will do it as Lidman conservatively takes it behind his own goal. And the Sabres will enter the third period with a 2-goal lead. 5-3. Back with the third in a moment. Shots 19 all. Not a goaltending display tonight. But nevertheless, an exciting matchup here. It's been a great game so far. We've got a third period ahead of us. Briere bringing it out as Buffalo looks to increase their lead. Up by 2, a big night for Thomas Vanek. A hat trick in this one. Back in front, here's Forsberg, shot. 2 chances, maybe. Got the one off. Miller the save. Knubel, shot off the post. Miller tracked it down, and now the Sabres will clear and start it back. Briere with a step. Gets bullied off the puck by Darian Hatcher. Shot there. Knubel's shot was blocked, but Primo on the rebound. He managed to get that one off. Forsberg, backhander on. Blocked by Kubina quietly. Kubina's had a good night. Turned over in the neutral zone by Vanek. Vanek Briere. Finds a Finnegan off on the other side. Enters the zone. Drop pass. Nobody there. Here's Primo. Pass too far ahead. Forsberg retreats out of the zone. Brings it back, but it's turned over again as things have tightened up here early in the third. As the Flyers look to get themselves back in the goal column. Great pick off there by Brian Campbell. Campbell shot scores. The heavy slapper from Brian Campbell. And it beats Esch 6-3. Starting to look like this one is a formality, but lots of time left on that score clock. Derek Roy coming back the other way. Pass off the side of the net perfectly out to JP Dumont, who walked right into the slot with that one, and Esch makes the save. Nedved. Richards down low, finds Nedved. Back to Richards. Shot. Nedved again. Shot. Might have been blocked both times in front. Derek Roy down low, looking in front, finds Dumont. Shots blocked by Kenny Janssen. And Richards will start up for the Flyers. Richards against Numanen. Dimitrakos Nedved scores. And we're not done in Buffalo just yet tonight. Drury winning the face-off as Flyers have inched their way back into this one. Spot check dumps it down. Perfectly behind the net. Freddie Meyer back. Freddie Meyer, speedster. On the back end. Dumps it in, but that's right to a Buffalo body, and back the other way it's going to come. Kodalik enters the zone. Rathje steps up on him. Kapanen looking for an outlet. Finds a cross. Carter. Shot goes way wide and out of the zone. Back down to the Flyers' end. Kodalik going to win the race there. Kodalik shot. Tried to stuff it short side. Cannot do it. Kapanen, he's got one tonight. Battling with spot check. Kodalik. Turned over, and here comes Jochen Hesht. He's got a step on a breakaway. Hesht tried to stop up backhander, and Freddie Meyer gets back to break that one up. Kapanen shot, weird angle. 10 minutes to go in the third. Buffalo 6-4 the lead. Drury right in front as that one had found its way to the assistant captain in front of the net. Kapanen across ice. Kapanen off the crossbar. My goodness, what a shot there. Cannot beat Miller. Finneganov race into that one against Hatcher. A huge team on the back end for the Flyers, but this speedy Sabres forward group giving them all sorts of problems. Here's Briere looking for Campbell at the point. An excellently strong game from Brian Campbell tonight. He's got a goal. He assisted. Shot there. Knuble off the goalpost as, boy, the Flyers continue to come close here. Vanek. Turned over to Hatcher. Forsberg back the other way. Kubina. Back up ice come the Sabres. Briere sheds the check. Finneganov shot from the half boards, looking for a rebound possibly, and a fourth potential goal for Thomas Vanek tonight, but a penalty now upcoming. So Finneganov touches it up. It is Danny Briere, the captain, going off for hooking. As he hauls down Pickanen with his stick. He's definitely frustrated with the refs. Again, not super in the play. Could they let that one go? Maybe. But with 6 minutes to go here in the third, a huge moment as Forsberg right off the draw gets the shot. A huge moment here. Kenny Johnson keeping that one in. Down low, Knuble. Big save by Miller. Drury's going to lift that one out of play. They draw take place to the right of Ryan Miller. Huge opportunity for the Flyers here. Campbell going to get that one down the ice. Teams have traded goals. Buffalo has started to walk away with this one just a little bit. Certainly still got a game ahead of us in the final 5 minutes. Hesht on the draw, wins it. Lifts it behind the goaltender, Robert Esch. The other way, Nedved. One of the many who has scored tonight. Hesht, though, going to win that race to the puck. Hesht in front. Shot. Wide of the net. That one not going to find its target. Kubina back. He'll turn, get it at least to the Flyers' blue line where Derry Jardin will bring it back. Nedved, Umberger. Nedved and Umberger. Back and forth. Nedved dearly there. Got his stick tied up. Nedved, backhander, 2 chances. Miller stands tall. Umberger. Back in front. Oh, and Dimitrakos again. He's right there. That pass, Miller going to let it out right at the last second as the ref is calling for him to do so. Here's Hesht. Drury, shot, pad, stop. And the power play will come to a halt for the Flyers. And we are inside 1:30 to go here in the final period of this game. A shootout in Buffalo tonight. Coming off a tough loss against the Rangers. That one dove on by Miller. We are in the final minute, 59 seconds to go. So Ryan Miller has shut the door in this third period. Draw one by Briere. 55 seconds to go. Briere trying to start something. Takes a huge hit from Darian Hatcher. He gets up fine. Knuble. To the bench goes Robert Esch. Back in, and forcing it over to Vanek maybe for goal number 4 of the contest. It's picked off. Here's Primo. Shot tipped wide by Knuble. Campbell, Briere. Vanek. Vanek. Another pass across. Doesn't go for the net. Primo. Pitkanen. Shot scores. Yanni Pitkanen. And with 13 seconds to go, certainly will make things interesting here. It might be about getting Robert Esche out of the net again. Roy on the draw. He'll win it. Perfect all night long. Derek Roy back into the Flyer zone. That will wrap it up for this evening's game as Dumont shot. Big save. Esche right at the buzzer, but the Sabres will hang on for a 6-5 win on home ice, quelling their winless streak at 2 and back in the win column. 3 stars up next. We'll see you back to preview our next matchup. All right, so coming out of that game, obviously we have to talk about the gameplay a little bit. Again, we've had these larger scores, but not as sort of egregious as that one. But we'll get there in a sec. Jochen Hesch now on a cold streak. Again, I thought the goal would get Drury off the cold streak, but it didn't. He's still on the cold streak. So, yeah, I mean, let's just jump out of this, take a look around some of the other games that happened. Taking a look, we are back up to 5th in the conference. Boston leading the division. That's who we are kind of competing against here. That loss to the Rangers looming large in terms of the standings. But again, we are 6 games into the season out of 82. We're not too concerned at this point. Really cool to see both Pittsburgh, I mean, even Montreal. They've gotten a point in every game. Washington playing well. That's really awesome to see. Atlanta 0-6. They have yet to win. Florida 1-5. Rangers 1-4-2. Everyone else has been competitive. These 3 teams have really just not started off well at all. Western Conference, Dallas still remains the only team winless. 0-5-1 again. Tough to be the Dallas Stars, man. We have some mail, so we'll go there first. Check that out. Again, nothing major, no trade offers, yada, yada, yada. It's just recent signings. Taidomi goes to Edmonton. Francois Picard to Toronto. Please just reverse that. Let's put Domi back in Toronto. Injuries. No Carolina injuries to speak on right now. I don't understand why there's such like a huge break in the things anyway, but I've never really understood that. But for whatever reason, it's been a thing in these games. I feel like 07 was the only one with this problem, because I feel like 2005 was always pretty good, but yeah. Again, they do it on both. It's so weird. All right, so talking about the gameplay, we put it down to medium on that one. I'm not sure if moving it to medium actually changed any of the gameplay settings, like the sliders that I had put in manually. My guess is probably, because everybody was sniping them off the post. I mean, we can go look. Shooting's down. No, everything stayed the same. Okay. I just want to be able to change a little bit more stuff here. Defense, maybe upping defense a little bit more. Intensity, I'm not really sure about the intensity stuff. Dumping, injuries. I mean, injuries can go up a little bit just because we haven't seen any of thus far, but yeah, having shooting and skating this low, again, look at the game speed, guys. It's an interesting one. It's interesting to see kind of what's been going on with this to start, but I don't know. I'm going to leave it on medium because I didn't get, if you're giving me the option between having these high scoring games that are on the more exciting side and a high scoring game, but where the game just does like 12 offsides in a row, I'm probably going to take the medium difficulty one that's that's giving us a little bit better results. I'm just not sure what I want to. I'm going to jack down that goalie passing, so hopefully we get a little bit more whistles and stuff. Pass assist, defense, shot blocking. Maybe up that. Drop the hook effectiveness. Keep the poke check effectiveness up. Not sure if I want to change pass interceptions. Don't think I do. But we're going to leave it like that for now. And we'll see. We're just going to keep playing with it. Again, that's kind of the first, like, 15 games of every mode is kind of tweaking with the sliders, kind of getting it to a point where we feel comfortable, where we're kind of getting a game that resembles hockey, like at this time, and just something with a little bit of realism attached to it. But obviously in the sense of like, hey, we can have a 9-6 game and it'd be awesome. We just don't want to see a 9-6 game every time, because at a certain point, the goals just don't mean anything if it's only happening for us, kind of thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the preview for the next matchup against the Carolina Hurricanes, a rematch of the first episode of the series. Carolina 3-2-2, and sitting 8th in the conference so far. I believe they missed playoffs in this season after winning the cup. Taking a look at just our matchup, again, not anything too dissimilar to our first preview here. Again, Cam Ward, 3 stars across the board, really good against Ryan Miller. On the other side, 2 stars across the board, but an 88. Taking a look at the team report, Carolina coming off a 2-1 loss to Tampa in their last game, 1-1 at home. Not sure if we're playing in Carolina or if are we at home this time? Yes, we're at home. Okay, so we're at home for this one. I'm not sure. I think we were for the first game of the series. Might be mistaken on that one. But yeah, 2-1 loss for them against Tampa Bay. They're on the road 2-1-2, so they have a pretty decent record. They've been managing more points on the road. I mean, they've played a lot more road games at this point. That's 4-5 versus 2, so over double. No injuries to report. We've seen this before. Rod Brindamore, the captain. So this next game against Carolina is the first half of back-to-back. We play Boston after, so Boston will be the game that Martin Biron gets into the net for. Other than that, no lineup changes going into this one. I feel pretty comfortable with the way we've changed them around. I really have liked Jury. Like Jury on that third line is a little bit better in terms of his positioning on this team. Derek Roy was really good on the draws in that game against Philly, so I'm going to leave it exactly how it is. Anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for episode number 6, a big 6-5 win held on against the Flyers. We're hoping to see a little bit more, a little lower scoring. I would say the hope is to have it between 6 and 7 goals total for the game and not 11 that we just had. So we'll keep tweaking. We'll keep going as we move along here. 1-1 on the season. Couldn't ask for a better start. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. And as always, guys, catch you on the next one.